Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Grant, and today we're talking about the things that last. About a year into my marriage, my wife's grandfather passed away, and he lived in Ohio. And because of a church event, I would have to leave a day after she left to go and be with her family. Now, at the time, we were living in central Illinois. And so we had booked all of our flights. I was going to meet her out there the next day, and we were going to be flying out of an airport in Peoria called Fort Wayne International. So she's already there, and she's waiting to pick me up at her destination in Ohio, and I am on my way hustling to the airport, but I think I've got plenty of time. And then all of a sudden, I get this text from my wife saying she's on her way to the airport, which is confusing because I don't board my flight for another 45 minutes. And while it's a short flight, I don't really think she needs to be headed there. And then I realized something. I realized that I had bought tickets for the wrong flight. My actual flight is scheduled to depart literally at the exact same time my phone is saying I'm supposed to arrive at the airport in Peoria. And so I start driving maybe a little bit faster than I was already going. And I run into the airport as fast as I can with my backpack and my carry-on. And I get to the counter and I say, hey, can you hold the plane? Is there anything that you can do? And they say, considering the circumstances, that they're going to go ahead and hold the doors open for me. And so it's a small airport. And so I grab my stuff and I run around the corner to where security is. And so I throw my bags and stuff on the conveyor belt. You go through, take my shoes off. I get through the line. I'm throwing my shoes back on. I'm in a hurry. They're like escorting me through. And they say, sir, we have to look through your bag. And my bag gets pulled. And I can hear them over the intercom saying, Grant Brown, please get to where you need to be. And they begin to go through my bag. And do you ever have that moment when maybe they pulled your bag in line? You're like, man, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? And very rarely is it anything super important. And then it clicked. Inside of this bag is a pocket knife, which under normal circumstances, that's not a big deal. But this pocket knife was a specific one. It was a pocket knife that my grandfather had given me the day before I left for Bible college. It was a small one, and the handle was made of wood, and it was darkened over time from the oils from my grandfather's hands of him using it constantly. It's the pocket knife that when I think of my grandfather, I think of him sitting in his office and opening up letters at his desk. That pocket knife. And they pulled it out and they said, this is in the bag and you can't take it with you. It can't go through with you, Grant. And no matter how much that knife meant to me, no matter how sentimental it was, no matter how much I wanted it to be there, I couldn't take it with me. And I almost decided to stay and miss my flight and grab another one, but there was someone who mattered way more than that knife, and she was waiting on me, and she needed me. And so I said, no, you have to take that. I don't have time to sign some stuff. I don't have time to go ahead and figure out how to get it shipped back to my house. I have to go. And you and I, we carry things that we can't carry with us, even though they mean a whole lot to us. We carry things with us that don't go into the kingdom of God. When I think of the kingdom of God, I so often have to think outside of myself. I have to think beyond the world. I want to take you into a moment between Jesus and Pilate, the governor of the region that Jesus was in at the time of his crucifixion and trial. And so to catch you up, Jesus, he's been arrested, and he's now being questioned. And I want to read to you a conversation between Jesus and Pilate. It's found in John chapter 18, verses 33 through 36. So Pilate entered his headquarters again and called Jesus and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" And Jesus answered, "Do you say this of your own accord, or did others say it to you about me?" And Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Your own nation and chief priests have delivered you over to me. What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting, that I might not be delivered over to the Jews. But my kingdom is not from the world." The kingdom of God is not of this world. The kingdom of Jesus is not of this world. So why do you, a Christian, try so hard to build a kingdom that is of this earth, that is of this world, instead of trying to partner with Christ to be a part of building a kingdom that lasts, one that's not of this earth? When we cannot take any of the things that are here with us. In the same way that I can't take that pocket knife with me where I am going, you and I, we carry things with us everywhere we go. Our pursuit of wealth, the businesses we're trying to build, our cars, our estate, our accomplishments. We try to take all of that with us, but it's not going to be able to go with us into the kingdom of God. And so why carry it for so long? Why spend so much time focused and fixated on building a thing that just distracts us from what really matters most, from a kingdom of God that is eternal? The question that I have for you is, if you were to walk into heaven, what do you carry with you that you have to leave with you at the gate? You and I, we carry things that mean so much to us, but should they? Some of us, we carry things that Jesus has already told us to let go of, that there is sin and shame that we take around with us everywhere we go, but we've been freed of that burden. What do you carry, either with pride or shame, that cannot go into the kingdom of God? Someone who matters far more than anything we wish to carry is waiting for us on the other side. Will you leave it behind and focus on the kingdom that matters most? Thank you for watching the Daily Devo.